Hi, POE students. I'm back in the remote teaching lair in Troop, New York. And what I want to do in this video is talk about how to calculate IMA, okay, for a bolt or a screw thread. So in the PowerPoint presentation, they give an example of a 1/4-20 bolt. And they describe how to figure this out. So I wanted to, it's a little abstract, so I want to kind of unfold all the intricacies of this. So the 1/4-20 bolt, if you remember, refers to quarter, which is the nominal size of the bolt. Okay, 20 refers to threads per inch in the way in the imperial system. In the metric system, when they identify a bolt, say like 3 by 0.175, that 0.175 is the pitch. In SAE or imperial or whatever, the way Americans identify bolts, this 20 refers to how many threads there are in the pitch. So to get the actual pitch, you divide 1 inch divided by the number of threads, and that will give you the actual pitch. Okay, so one of the a little bit abstract concepts is that the bolt is essentially an inclined plane wrapped around a cylinder. Now you can analyze this pretty far out to think about how this works. But to figure out the IMA for when you're putting a wrench on a bolt or a nut driver or whatever the tool is, you're taking two things. You're taking this distance of effort to calculate the circumference of the circle you're making by pulling on the wrench, okay? So if you think about it, it then becomes an inclined plane problem. So on the inclined plane formula, this was L and this was H. In a bolt, you're going to take this, you're going to calculate circumference to get what L is and the pitch to get what H is. So if I take this 8-inch, which is a radius, so circumference equals pi d. So d is 2 times the radius, so it becomes circumference equals 2 times pi times 8 for this particular problem. So once I have that, I can divide it by the pitch. So circumference divided by pitch is going to equal the IMA. So it would become, if I don't solve for all those individually, it becomes circumference, which is 2 pi times 8 divided by 1/20. You solve for that, and that gets you the IMA, okay? To get AMA, you're going to look at the forces, okay? So the force that is required to tighten the bolt and the force required at the bolt. So obviously you use a wrench because this should be less than this force that is being applied to the screw threads. Okay, so that's a little bit about IMA and AMA as it pertains to a bolt. You need IMA formula. You need to know the pitch, which is 1 divided by the threads per inch. You need to know the length of the lever arm, which is, in this case, 8. Put it into the formula for circumference and solve.